You hear the cicadas, Shannon? So I don't know if you can see the lightning, but it is 5:40 a.m. We are packed up. Got up at 4:20ish, 4:15. Ate breakfast, drank coffee, packed up. I did get to sit in my chair and eat breakfast and drink coffee, so I'm happy about that. But we had to hustle because... So the good news is we're heading south. This is west, where the storm's coming from. Oh yeah, maybe you saw that. That was some good lightning. So the storm is in the west. It's moving east, northeast, so it's kind of moving this way. So there's a chance, since we're heading south, we're right on the edge of it. So we wanted to hustle, get out of here. And we don't have much water, but we'll be able to get some from a lake soon in a couple miles. We just want to kind of get it away from the storm. So we're starting early. Checked radar and thought the storm was moving northeast, but it looks like it's actually moving southeast, which is the direction we're going. So we may not beat it, but good news is we were able to eat, drink some coffee, pack up, and it not be pouring on us, which was what we were worried about last night. We really didn't feel like hustling in a storm, packing up. And it's a little dark, but it's kind of fun. Listening to the cicadas, and just saw something running, maybe a deer, I don't really know, but it's breezy and it's not hot yet, so I don't mind running or hiking. I do mind running, I don't mind hiking this time. So we are going to refill water at Farrell's Prairie in a couple miles. There's a good source to get from in a lake there. And there's bathrooms there too. So that'll be a nice little break. And then it's 11 miles total today. So after we stop there, I think that'll give us eight-ish more miles, 7.5 more miles after that. Not too bad. I stopped back there for a second to take a picture because it was really pretty oaks and there was a bolt of lightning. So I decided there's no time for that. Just gonna have to keep moving. I don't think that I'm going to be able to out-hike this storm, but I would kind of like to get some water before it storms. Ooh. Sky looks pretty up there. Not sure what it looks like behind me though, but I don't have time to look that way. Time to keep moving. It is raining, but I'm gonna get water because this is my chance. This is Farrell's Prairie. Some picnic tables. There's actually a well and bathrooms and a trash can. So I'm gonna dump my trash. Pack is already lighter, no food. Getting just a little bit of water to put some Scratch electrolytes in. And it's a little weird. What do you think's better, the lake water or this water?
I don't know. I've never had the lake one. Yeah, I guess I could.
So Friday morning we started right here, Salt Springs, and you can see this yellow line. Stayed here at Hopkins Prairie night one, went all through Juniper Prairie Wilderness, and then all the way down through here. This is where we are right now, but last night we stayed like right at here. And if you look right here, it's the U.S. Naval bombing range. Last night we heard them practicing. Luckily, because the storms, it wasn't as bad, but on far out, the comments were, it can be very loud and it's just constant bombs going off and firing. So that's kind of funny. I think we got lucky because of the weather. So we're here and we're going to keep heading down to Alexander Springs right here. 8 more miles? I think we have 8 more miles to get to down here. And right now it's not raining. I haven't really checked the weather. I think there's they're kind of passing, so it may rain again. But I don't know. It's not terrible right now. Back on trail. We got water from the pump. Filtered it just in case. I'm pretty sure we didn't need to. But it didn't say potable water, and I couldn't see anywhere where it said that it was potable water, so we went ahead and filtered it just to be safe, because the pump at the Prairie campground a couple nights ago was non-potable water from the pump, and so none of us really want Gerardia today. We don't want bacteria. Stretched, picked some ticks off my legs. Melissa's found a bunch of ticks. She's picked ticks. I've only found one tick, which makes me nervous that there's more. I have a little hot spot on my heel, which is new. I normally don't ever get blisters, but I just think the obscene amount of sweat yesterday was a little much. But 8 more miles. So I have this weird issue where my phone was in my pocket and I don't have it locked because during Kings Road double century I locked my phone so that way I wouldn't call people, pocket call people, order stuff on Amazon. I did, however, try unlocking it so many times from my pocket that it completely locked me out. So then when I went to use my phone, because we were lost, I couldn't get in my phone. Or actually, I think I was trying to text my husband in Palatka and couldn't get my phone, which ended up being a problem when we got lost. So now I don't lock my phone. But all weekend, because of the amount of sweat, my shorts are soaked and my phone's in my pocket. And I have created a playlist, created Training Peaks programs, and it'll just like randomly start making noise, playing music from my pocket. And I pull it out and I mean, it's doing all kinds of stuff. I have it in airplane mode today, so luckily I can't, call anyone or order anything. But I think I need to text my 24-hour tech support, Matthew, and figure out how I can, fix that. Anybody has any suggestions to where I don't have to lock it, but it doesn't do that, let me know. over halfway, winding up the day. It's turning out to be really pretty. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be hot. It's really humid right now, but it's great. Oh, web. It's a good little web. Anyway, just thinking about the things that worked, things I'm happy with. And I would say pretty happy with everything on this trip. Happy that I brought my chair. I knew that the second night and the second morning at the random camp spot, we wouldn't have anywhere to sit, and that was really nice because yesterday was a hard day. So I was happy with that. Happy I didn't bring my quilt. Never needed it. I'm happy I did bring a long sleeve shirt because I did get chilly in the middle of the night, both nights. So happy I brought that. And bladder. Happy I brought the bladder. 3-liter bladder. Even though I don't, during the AT, never used a bladder. I don't think I used a bladder. The second time there was very little water. It was very dry up there the second trip. But Florida Trail, especially now, so humid, so hot. And water sources there are water sources. Some of them, you have to kind of go out into the lake, and it's kind of a pain. So I was just and not only that, but I'm drinking so much water. Having this is so much easier to be drinking constantly, because yesterday was really brutal and I was still dehydrated. I mean, I think I peed like 3 times yesterday and drank so much. So happy with that. Didn't need poles. Pretty light trip for only 3 days. Happy with the amount of food I brought. I have a pack of tuna and a wrap left for today in case I get hungry, but may not, or may get it when I get to my car, depending. So yeah, it's been good success, and about 4 or 5 more miles to go. Oh, somebody just went by on bikes. I'm kind of having some FOMO right now. I saw him just go by and I was like, this looks like such a great road. Oh man, look at this. Scarlett would love this. Oh man. This is some nice packed dirt from the rain. Oh, they look like they're having fun. It's fine. It's fine. This is fun. So, I don't know if y'all remember Melissa. Remember her from films such as Rim to Rim to Rim in the Grand Canyon, which is still probably one of the most epic adventures ever. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link below in the description. But she is back for more this weekend. So, have you had fun?
I have.
What's been your favorite part?
Probably camping last night.
Yeah. How come?
Because it was kind of nice and secluded, and once the rain kind of cleared, it was kind of nice and cool, and just sit out in the cool and relax after a long hard day. So
yeah, that's the one thing that I thought was kind of neat about our random campsite, is the only way you could really get to it is by hiking there. And obviously nobody's hiking in May, so it was just very peaceful. Had deer to watch, sitting there, watching the prairie, watching the deer, watching us. What's been your least favorite part?
The end of yesterday's hike, where my blisters and my feet, my piriformis and everything was killing me. Chafing.
So What's like one thing you learned?
I mean, definitely to kind of pack lighter to keep things that you know you might have to get to easier to locate. So you're not digging for them.
So
I
no.
tried to be cognizant this morning when I was like, okay, let me make sure my water filter is out because I knew I was going to need that. Let me make sure I've got snacks in the front, you know, whatever. Just
Planning
and making sure that everything that I really am going to need while I might be actually hiking is very accessible to me. So I'm figuring out what that looks like.
Right, being organized is pretty important. So this is Kelly.
Hello.
I gave Kelly the trail name Warrior because Kelly has MS. And if you don't know much about MS, the heat that Melissa and I are struggling with, Kelly struggles with even more. And so tell us first a little bit about what you've been dealing with the MS.
The MS hug, it's abdominal spasms in the chest, and my feet and hands tingle a lot. And occasionally the balance, and I think that's what took effect at the AT was my balance. So that comes into play a lot.
Kelly started the AT with us last October when we did our second section of the AT, but she bailed a little early because her MS was flaring up and was struggling. And it was I had a tough.
Yeah, it's not where you want to have balance issue.
Yeah, it's a tough section. It was I mean, we did 50 miles in 4 days, so it was an aggressive hike just for us without MS. What's your favorite part so far?
I think last night too.
Yeah,
Watching
last
the
night.
deer as we ate and stuff.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of downtime.
Yeah.
Then it rained a little bit, and then we got to come back out and talk and chat. So that was fun.
What's been your least favorite part?
The heat.
The heat. That's not even the heat. It's hot and it's humid. So for you people that don't have both heat and humidity, it's not just heat. It's, I mean, 80-90%. Oh, that tree taking you with them. The heat and the humidity combined, and the ticks is rough. So what's one thing you've learned?
Probably to do this when it's cooler.
Well,
But you guys always have these adventures, and I don't ever want to miss them. So
yeah, that's the thing. It's like we're all moms, we all work, we all got schedules, we all got stuff, responsibilities. So it's like you just do it when you do it. So if you're asking, why are we doing this in May? It's because we've been busy and there's other stuff. And we can't just always, just go in perfect weather. We have mile and a half-ish, mile 1.6, 1.7 left. Finishing at Alexander Springs. Melissa's Jeep is there. She is going to take us to get my car at Trail Angel Karen's house. And that'll be it for the trip. Another successful adventure, really. I mean, we're not quite done yet, but I'm going to call it a success. And put Strava links below to the hike to the 3 days, and link to the Rim to Rim to Rim. So you got to watch that for sure. And if you like it, like and subscribe, please. It's always, good to have more people, I'm sure. And I will see you on the next adventure, probably in Moab. Yay, we're done. 40 miles, 3 days of the Florida Trail. We're back at our car.